Hello class, Mr. Stone here. I'm continuing on with my year-end review. We're just going to go over some of the things that we covered this year. I know a lot of you have big tests coming up and they're placement tests for where you're going to high school next year or, what courses you're going to take. And I want you to do real good on these, okay? And remember when I said when you get these big tests like this, as soon as you get the test, kind of skim through and look for easy ones that you can solve. Okay, whether it be yes or no, true or false. But that's what you want to do is, because those are like just given points and you can grab them real fast. And they might be questions that are, 21, 22 of a 25 question thing. And you might never get to it. Maybe the exam will end early or it's not kind of designed for you to even finish sometimes. They make the exams like that. And these are ones you can pick up real quick. And another thing is, if the teacher lets you write on scratch paper, have some scratch paper, and keep good notes on each one of the problems that you do so you can go back and check, right in the margins of the book or whatever you can do, okay? A lot of these questions, like this one here, it's all in square roots and so forth. They let you use a calculator. If you use it, you're able to use your own calculator. Familiarize yourself with where all these buttons are. Where's the square root button? Where's the square button, the cube button? Familiarize yourself with how your calculator works. If you're going to have to do one that's on a touch screen, so you're going to have to use their calculator, watch the tutorial a week or two before the exam. Familiarize yourself with their calculator. How does their calculator work? Have that so you're just doing that real fast and you're able to do it without during the exam saying, shoot, how does this calculator work? Okay, so prepare yourself. Okay, so let's start this now. Now, the question here, it's number 9. It says compare the two values using greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, so what they're showing you here is the square root of 14. Okay, so I'll familiarize myself with how my calculator works. So let's see, I just am pushing 14, square root. That says 3.74. Yeah, let me write down the 3.74 and I'll show you. Okay, so now on the margins, okay, what I'd do is I'd write the 3.74. So that way, I know number 9, that's the question. Okay, number 9, and it's 3.74. 3.774. 74. And now I'm looking and saying, hey, that's less than 3.75. Okay, so it's a less than sign. That's it. That's all I had to write. Okay, now I'd square this off so, hey, I can go back and look at this later. Did I do this right? Okay, now the next one, number 10, it's negative square root of 15. That's really negative 1, okay? Negative 1 times the square root of 15. That's how you do this, okay? Equals negative 4, okay? So I know, okay, off the top of my head, I can push in on my calculator. I just keep going then, even though I know the 4 is 16, okay? So I know this is going to be less than, okay? But I do it anyway in my calculator. So we get 15, square root sign is 3.87, okay? So I just do 10, 3.87. And now times negative 1, that means it's going to be negative 3.87. So now, is that less than or greater than negative 4? Well, really, it's greater than, okay? Because if you get a number line, negative 4 is going to be more further over to the left, okay? So this is going to be a greater than, okay? This is going to be closer to 0. So it's going to be a greater than number, okay? And that's all there was there. And now, between which two whole numbers is the square root of 5, okay? So let's see. I'm just pushing 5, square root, and that's 2.23, okay? So let's square this off so I can keep that separate. So we get number 11, okay, 2.23. Where does that fall? 2.2, it's going to fall between 2 and 3. Number C. So let's mark that off. Hey, let's square this off so when I go back to check, I can look, hey, is that correct? Okay, between which two whole numbers is the square root of 277? Okay, so I write in 277, square root, that's 16.64. So number 12 is 16.64. So where does that lie? Hey, between 16 and 17. Okay, so I'm going to mark that off. Square this so I can go back and check that later. Okay, List the following numbers from the least to the greatest. Okay? So, least to the greatest. Okay? So, let's see. This is kind of easy, okay? We know the negative number is going to be the least, okay? And there's only one really negative number there is 64. And on all the examples they give you, they don't put the negative 64 except for one of them, and that's C. So I'm not even going to figure the rest. I know it's C because that's there. And the greatest number you know is 6.66, and that's how number C looks. So I'm just going to call it a day on that one, okay? C is it, okay? Now, point B represents which of the following numbers, okay? It's almost 6. You see that? It's 5.95 or something. It's pretty close, okay? So I kind of know, so it's a little less than 6, okay? So I'm looking at all these square root ones. Well, I know, just from knowing all the square roots, or a lot of them, that the square root of 35 is almost 6. The square root of 36 is 6, okay? I'm going to pick B, okay? I feel the rest of our off, I'm just going to pick B and call it a day on that one, okay? Which set of rational numbers is arranged from greatest to least, okay? Least, okay? Which number is the least, okay? Well, without looking at anything, I know negative 3.6 is the least number on this whole screen. I don't think there's any numbers, nope. I got 9/8. No, this is going to require a little more work because they're not giving you like they did in the other one. They gave you a set of numbers and then they wanted you to pick that. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little more work with this one. Okay, what I'm going to do on this now, okay, because this does require a little work. I'm going to put a line beside the 15 and I'm going to come back to it. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time. When they require a lot of work, hey, don't spend a lot of time on this. Okay, go to the next one. Okay, which is the greatest common factor of 6 and 21? Okay. The way I do this, right, I take 6, I do a tree. Remember we did trees before? Okay, and you get 2 and 3 on the tree for that. Now 21, okay, a tree of that. Let's see, we got a 3 and a 7. So hey, which one's the common one? The 3. There's 3 there and a 3 there, okay? So hey, 3 is an answer, B, okay? And that's what I do there. What is the greatest common factor, 18 and 24? I do 18. I do a tree of that. Okay, we got a 2 and a 9. Do a tree of the 9, we got a 3 and a 3. Okay, now we got 24. 24. Okay, we do a tree of that. We got a 2 and a 12. 2 and a 12, do a tree of that one. We got a 3 and a 4. I think 3 is going to be the number. We get it on both. Look at 3 and a 3. Okay, is 3 one of them? Yep, look at that. Number C. Okay, is 5 prime or composite? Okay, it's a prime number, okay, because it's 5. Prime numbers can only be divisible by themselves and 1, okay? And 5 is in that case. It can only be divisible by either 5 or 1, okay? So it's a prime number, okay? A composite number would be 6. It can be 2 and 3. 8 is 4 and 2, okay? 7 would be a prime number. It's only 7 and 1, okay? Use a tree number to find the greatest common factorization, okay? Tree number, okay? So let's see. We'll take 64, okay? 64, 64, okay? Let's get back. I think it went off the pen thing. Pen, 64. So we do a tree on that one. We got 32. We got a 2 and a 32. 2 and a 32. Then we got, go this. We got a 2 and a 16. Bring it up a little bit. Do this one. We got a 2 and an 8. 2 and an 8. Do that one. We got a 2 and a 4. Do this one. We got a 2 and a 2. Okay? So what are they all? They're all 2s. Okay? Is there anyone here with the 2s? Yeah, this one here. Okay, number C. That's going to be your answer. Number C is it. Okay? Use a tree to find the prime factorization of 33. I think I'm going to stop it on this number 11. I just don't want to go too far because these go down pretty far. I got a lot of these, okay? So we'll stop it there, and I'll just start at the next one on the next lesson, okay? Hopefully you get something out of this, and I think we're covering a lot, okay? Remember what I always say is, even when you're going through this test, you know which one I want to go back to, which I didn't, okay, is number 15, okay? We still got a few more minutes on the test, so, hey, we look back, 15, we didn't answer, okay? What is the set of rational numbers to be arranged from greatest to least, okay? Greatest to least, okay? Now we know that negative 3.6 is working there. 9/8 is going to be 1 1/8, okay? 7/6 is going to be 1 1/6, okay? 1/6 is greater than 1/8, okay? So that's not it, okay? So let's cross that one off, even though it looked good because of the 3.7, okay? So now, let's see the next one, okay? Okay, hey, this one don't look bad. Number B, okay, 7/6 is 1 1/6, okay? So that's pretty big, okay? Now, 0.9 is probably the next one in this thing because half is 0.5, okay? 3/8 is lower than 0.5 because 4/8 would be half, so now we're still going lower, okay? So now negative 1/10 would be negative 0.1, okay? And negative 0.7 would be lower than negative 0.1, okay? So C is going to be it, okay? Hey, we solved that. But remember what I said is don't take a ton of time on any of these, okay? If you don't know it, use your best educated guess. Mark it so you know, hey, I got to come back and do that one, okay? And that's basically it, okay? Because you don't want to leave anything blank, okay? So you use your common sense and just mark it, okay? And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and remember what I said is math can be fun. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.